I combed out my locks. Where do I even start? Hi, hello, what's goody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Meech. If you are new, if you're a returning subscriber, as always, thanks for checking in, sticking around, and all of that good stuff. So before I started, I watched so many videos on YouTube. I was so intrigued at how long it was going to take me, what products the girlies were using. I hadn't seen my loose natural hair for 5.5 years. So in my mind, I'm thinking, what conditioner does my hair even like? What did I use before? And even prior to locking my hair was relaxed. So I only had natural hair for about 2 years before I actually started locks. So I was in that period, I was also learning my hair, so I really had to go back to the drawing board. The first product I knew my hair liked was the Care Humecto Cream Conditioner. I remembered that product had a lot of slip, like it literally felt like what I would imagine snail slime to feel like. It was very slippery. Like humecto or humectants are things that attract moisture, if I'm not mistaken. So things like glycerin and stuff like that. I just thought to myself, this is going to be the perfect conditioner. It's got so much slip. It's gonna really help to just free the tangles in the lock, and everything's gonna come out smoothly. I think I used that for about a week, and then I was like, okay, no, like let me try something different, because I just felt like it wasn't working. In hindsight, I don't feel like I was using enough water at the time, so maybe it would have worked better for me, but I just felt like that was not the conditioner that my hair needed. It just wasn't working for me. So then I decided to actually use the Aussie Moist conditioner. It was one with avocado and jojoba. Put that in a spray bottle with some water. I think after like a week, I just found like when I was using it, my hair just felt like it was just drying out. I tried slathering my locks in it first, and then using like a sandwich bag to like hold my locks in there so that when I'm taking out another lock, 2 other locks were getting prepared. Girl, I tried everything, okay? I was using tutorials on YouTube, like combining different methods and everything, and I'm like, this is just not working. Like, what is it I need to do? So my girl put me on, and she was like, no, if you're gonna use the Aussie Moist, you need the 3-minute miracle. Oh my god, my type 4 hair girlies, like that conditioner is chef's kiss. I got a small bottle as well, and I found that that bottle managed to take out my entire head, minus, I want to say I started using it when I was like 10 locks deep, and it took out the rest of my hair, and I didn't even finish it. It's right near the end, but I didn't finish it. A lot of the time I found I didn't even need to continue putting more. I just needed to continue spraying whatever was in the spray bottle, or even just water at times. If you're watching this video and you are trying to take out your locks or comb out your locks, highly recommend that product. So after using 3 different conditioners, yeah, that one ended up being my favorite. The next thing was combs. I used 3 types of combs. The first one I used was your traditional rat tail comb, just one that was like fully tail, like metal tail. I found that that worked for the most part. Initially I was using the metal part to just like pick through and kind of drag down. Did not work for me. I then went on to use a rat tail comb again, but this time I used the one that has like at the top a thicker spacing, and then all the teeth are all uniform. And I found that that one tooth right at the top, like the one that was spaced out from the rest, really got into the tangles and really allowed me to untangle my locks and like pick through them. I definitely recommend that. I then, as I got to like the middle of my hair, even towards the front, I started just using an actual like comb. I found that actually that worked really well for me, like just the thicker teeth. So I was kind of like moving between the rat tail comb and the regular comb. I found that both of them together like just did well for different parts of my hair. But like I really want to show you the actual method, and I also kind of want to talk about the reason I chose to actually comb out my locks. So I'm going to rewind back to my last day of combing out my locks. Today is March 1st. I started taking out these locks I started combing these out on Jan 2nd. So we are on March 1st, and I'm determined to finish. Like, I have to finish today. I've been doing this for way too long. Like, how we are on literally like 2 months in, and I'm still doing this. I have 8 left currently. Today I had it like fully back, like in a like slicked back bun situation. Please ignore behind me. It takes about 2 hours per lock. So considering I've got 8 left, I've literally got like 16 hours of work to do. It's like 5:40 p.m. Be nice to be done by like 1 a.m. at the very latest. So first things first, I'm gonna put this away. And I'm gonna work on... Why am I finding another lock? I thought I had 8. Oh my goodness. I have 9, guys. So I'm gonna start with the 3 in the middle back. I kind of spray down just the end. No point in me spraying down the whole thing because I'm gonna have to respray it like 100 times. If I'm sitting on my couch, I usually have a towel on top of me. I also wear a shirt that I don't really care for. Because I'm sitting down for 2 hours taking them out. Like, towel keeps all the hair in one place. Then I use my Aussie Moist conditioner. Then I like drench it in conditioner. I also try and like literally squeeze it in. That's another thing, like if you can. I go in again with a little bit more water and I spray. Sorry, because the sink is below me, right? I'm trying not to get the floor so wet. So yeah, spray it again. Literally just... And all the colour is like, I have no colour left. Like if you look closely, this is like dyed, right? Yeah, all of that hair is like coming out. I don't know if it's damaged or if it's like part of shed hair or whatever it is, but there's basically no colour left. This is in real time, by the way. I don't want to speed it up just for the end so that you can kind of see how long it takes. So I always start with the thicker side. See all that hair coming out? So I start with the thicker side, then I kind of move on to the smaller side and just pick like literally a bit at a time. I hope that's like translating on camera. Let me do this. Switch again. Like when it gets knotted, sometimes I find it helps to twist it. Like if you're combing on one side, try combing from a different side. So like that really helped. It's kind of like stuck. So when you get stuck, flip over the other way and start working the other side. And then every now and again I'll like come in and just brush it. Now when I was talking to my mum and telling her how long it was taking and the fact that all the color was gone, like by the time I get to it, she was just telling me to just chop off. She's like, you know that bit's gonna fall off. Like, why are you killing yourself trying to comb through the end if you know that all of that bit's gonna come out? Listen, just in case, you know, like when you get braids, your hair's like this long, but you still chop down here. So this is how far we've gotten so far. I also changed, sorry, the way I hold it. Sometimes I put my thumb like directly underneath, and then I find it's easier to kind of just comb out like that. You'll find the technique. If you're watching this to learn how to do it, then you'll find the technique that works for you. Every lock is different. The medium ones are the easiest ones to actually comb out. The thicker ones and the really small ones have been the hardest. I've also found that the ones nearer the front and sides have been easier as well to comb out. In comparison to the middle and the back. Oh my god, the middle and the back stressing me out. Like there were times where I was literally that was me trying to like comb it out, and I've been at the same lock for like 4 hours and I'm just like literally screaming inside because I'm like, why the f is this taking so long? Reasons for wanting to comb this out. When I originally got my locks, I was kind of in a season of, I think the easiest way to explain it is I was in a season of commitment. I just felt like there were so many things in my life that I wanted to do and start and achieve and conquer, and I just felt like the thing that was lacking for me was commitment. I just wanted to be committed to a lot of things, like processes, people, habits, disciplines, that kind of thing. I don't want to say I took it out of my hair, but like I just thought, you know what, like I've never like commit to such a long-term style. It just felt like a process where you just have to kind of commit to it, right? So I always knew that I wanted locks at some point, and I don't even feel like this will be my last set of locks. I'm just over this set of locks. So I locked my hair in October 2018, and then things were very, I guess, difficult for me. There were like different stages, like obviously like going through COVID, just other things that happened during these last 5.5 years I've had my locks. Like I've just had to stay committed. There was a period where I was like celibate and not dating. There was a period where I was reading my Bible. Not to say I don't read my Bible now, but like a period where I was like devoted to reading my Bible like consistently. There was a period where I was like really into yoga. Like if you go through my Instagram, you'll see, because I literally post most things. This is where we're at right now. I'm gonna try and mix my water concoction just to kind of wet it up a little bit. There's still enough conditioner, but I just need some water. In the same breath, I went through a lot in those years. Went through periods of just like trials and tribulations in friendships, romantic relationships, things that just didn't serve me, things that didn't grow me, things that really took a toll on my mental health. As much as I said I was committed to the process of moving here, for example, like I went through so much in my period of moving here, and you'll hear it all the time from maybe people who have locks specifically, or just black women specifically, but like I just felt like all of this is trapped in my hair. Like my locks were getting to a point where they were just super heavy. I've got thick hair, but not a lot of it. Like my hair is not that dense. Yeah, it just felt like it was getting really heavy, and it just felt very symbolic of certain things that I had gone through during that season of having locks, and I just felt like it's time. Like a new year, a new decade of my life as well, like being in a new decade and stuff like that, it just felt like I was ready to just let go of a lot of things and kind of just be in a different season of just shedding everything that was building up in my hair and just having like a fresh start almost. I went through such an identity crisis when I got my locks in terms of like my personal style. My personal style was very different, and I'm just thinking, oh God, like what is it going to be now? Am I going to have another identity crisis? I'm just scared. This is what it looks like so far. All of this is literally going to come off. It's currently 6:13 p.m. Away we go. I'll see you guys in like 2 hours. Okay, I am back. It's currently 7:48, so it's been literally exactly an hour and a half. Essentially, once I get to the bit where my hair is like loose, like where I can put my hands through, I kind of have to start going through and like pulling out strand by strand. Not gonna lie, I've definitely lost a lot of hair here, not being patient. So I'm just gonna show you something for a second. Like right here, I have hair that's like literally, I think it's loose. Like I keep encountering this. I think it's like hair that's like looped on itself. I can't really tell if it's like looped, like wrapped around and like looped on itself, or it's literally like loose hair that's just like I was wrapping around while retwisting. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. At this point, the wetter it is, or the more conditioner there is, the easier it is. Okay, so you see where I get to a point like this? If I pull the hair apart, you see how it's all like tangled in there? So when I get to this point, sometimes I have to combine like using the comb to like pulling apart with my fingers. Essentially, I'm just trying to like get to a point where it's easy to break through. So I find it helps to do this, pull it apart at the root, pull it apart here, then I can really see how much I've got left to go that still needs to be combed out. So sometimes it's a matter of just getting like one hair that's raveled around. So like, just gotta be patient, be gentle. So close. Literally so close. The wetter your hair is, the easier it will be to just pull apart these knots. At this point, I'm just using my fingers and just again like saturating it. Then once it's at a point where it's like, I want to say like 90% pulled apart, if not all, then I'll go through with the comb. Because you're gonna find at the end of your hair, there's like still bits that are like shed that will come out. The wide side, and I literally go through so slowly, like this. So I know somebody's gonna be like, don't drag it from the root. I've been combing it from the end as it is, okay? Again, shed hair that comes out, and we done. Once I combed out my locks, I was so tired. You can imagine, I was taking breaks. I'll be very, very honest. I didn't do it every day. I also found that I was looking at YouTube tutorials and people are telling me that it was taking 45 minutes to comb out a lock. 45 minutes where? I spent something close to 200 hours. I think I only washed half of my hair in the process, and then the top half I hadn't washed in, couldn't even tell you, to be quite honest. Like, keeping it real over here, I couldn't even tell you the last time I washed the top of my hair. So yeah, I just needed a break. Like in my mind, I was thinking a full wash day, that's it. It's gonna be the end of me. Like I cannot do 2 months of combing out my hair to now do a whole day wash day. I just couldn't do it, not on the same day. Lastly, I wanted to show you guys like physically like how much hair I combed out. I've been keeping this bag around for so long and I'm like, this needs to go. Like, it's so gross, but I've been waiting to film this video so I can show you guys. It's the size of my head. This right here is how much hair I lost. It literally, I don't want to get the ruffling of the bag on the mic, but like this, like just a bag of hair like this. It's so gross, but it smells really nice, I'm not gonna lie, because the conditioner is still on it, right? Looks like it just looks like pubes. It looks like a bag of pubes. That's what it looks like. It's very disgusting, but yeah, that's how much hair I lost in total. I don't even know what to do with this. Like, For anybody who's combed out their locks, like, what did you do with the bag of hair? Did you burn it? Did you bin it? Like, did you donate it? Like, what did you do? Like, donating it kind of just feels like very weird to do. Burning it feels like it's necessary just for healing and growth and like moving on and transformation. Throwing it in the bin just feels like somebody could grab hold of it and put some judge or some black magic on it. I know it's no longer attached to my head, but I'm like, it was once associated with me. I do not want that to come back and haunt me. So I think I gave myself 2 days of just pulling it back into a bun for work. I then decided to wash my hair, so I will show you that process.